Hey guys, this is Teri, the Biker Diva, and I'm here to let you know about a company, vikingbags.com. They sent me a set of saddlebags, new saddlebags for my bike. I got to review them. I've been riding with them, and I'm going to tell you about them, show them how we installed them, and how I'm liking them so far.
Oh my gosh, here they are, fresh out of the bags. Are the boxes, and I love them. My first impression was, oh my gosh, these are so well constructed. I love the look, I love the feel. It is leather on the outside of a hard plastic shell inside, which gives it its firmness, and it will not sag over time, and that's what I'm hoping. I don't think it will. They're very, very well constructed, as I said, and as you can see, the bags themselves are absolutely beautiful. I love the 3 buckles on them. And here is just another picture of it so you can see it a little bit better. And look at those little slats at the bottom of the buckle. I'll tell you about those in a minute. This is why I got the bags, because of the lock. And as you know, traditional heritage bags don't lock. Anyone can come up and take any item in a matter of seconds from your bike. And I like to take extended trips. So that lock on there is very important to me. One thing to keep in mind is if your key is not handy, sometimes these bags will lock when they close. They just automatically lock. I think I'll figure that out over time. Here is showing you the construction. It's very good. The stitching is great. Here's the quick release. I'm loving that, although I don't think I'm going to be using it on road trips, on trips, short trips much, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You can see how deep these bags are. The bottom is flat, and that pocket is a lifesaver because we all know in heritage bags, everything goes to the bottom corner and you can't reach a thing. This Velcro is really handy. If the bags close and I forget to lock them or I forget to put the straps on for any reason, this Velcro is strong. It's not letting anything go anywhere. These are my original heritage bags, and as original heritage bags do, they tend to sag, they tend to bulge out over time, and these are 10 years old, and I have to say they did hold up very, very well, but there is no lock, there's no way, and notice how low they sit on the bike, and here we are, the bike is without the bag. There are bolts right there underneath. I think you can see that these bags bolt right onto. Very simple. The instructions were plain. They were easy to put on. A few holes drilled in. We went to the very top so I could get the bags to sit as low on the bike as possible for clearance reasons. And this is why. You can see how close these bags sit to the top of this seat. And I don't have the original stock seat on this. It is an aftermarket seat, and the back passenger pad is wider than the original seat was. And I think it's going to be a matter of the seat getting used to the bag and me being able to learn to manipulate that a little to make entrance a little easier. And there you see the clearance right there, and there's my problem. The aftermarket seat does come out a little bit further. These bags do sit higher on the bike, which gives me a lot more room, several inches of room, which makes a huge difference, as you know, when you're trying to plan or pack for trips. It's just, I'm going to love having that extra room, especially being a girl. There's the lock. Like I said, keep the key with you until you're used to knowing that that's not going to lock on you if the bag closes, if you drop the bag, if it closes on its own, whatever, you're going to need that key to get into it. And I like that feature, although it can be frustrating when you're in a hurry, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to figure a way out to take care of that. Now here's the straps, and if you see where that slat is, it's fitting over a little knob, which is going to be a lifesaver for me. The quick releases are a little stiff. So on short trips, or if I'm, hopping to the store or making little trips, you just put that slat over that knob, and along with the Velcro, these bags are going to stay tight. They're going to stay closed, and they're not going to be flapping open and things flying out everywhere as we tend to see. Here you can see the clearance issue that I was speaking of. These do sit higher, like I said, on the bike. And with this seat, I was just a teeny bit worried about how far I was going to get these open and how much I was actually going to be able to get in there. And I've been surprised after riding it for a little bit that it has become easier to get in there. Excuse me. And like I said, my seat is going to have to adjust to that. This Velcro, super Velcro. It's very strong. If for any reason I forget to strap the bags, this Velcro is going to be an absolute lifesaver. It is difficult to get open, but I like that because it's going to be difficult for anyone to get open. They're not going to know that's there. But like I said, it's going to keep my things safe and secure. My bags aren't going to be flapping open. Nothing's going to be flying out of them. There's that little slat again. You can see how far I was able to get those bags open. And I'm sure over time, I'm going to get used to it. I think this is a case of me instead of the bag. And, you know, the way that it does sit higher on my bike. But I think in reality, it's going to be good. I've used them. I have been able to get in and out of the bags quite a few things. I brought groceries home the other day, and that worked really well because they are deep enough. You can't really see the pocket. Right here, you can see the slat and the little knob I was speaking of. Lifesaver, especially if you're with someone in a hurry or you've got to get on that bike and you're not wanting to mess with the quick releases, which are, like I said, a little bit stiff, and I'm sure they're going to loosen up over time, but I really like the idea of just being able to put that slat over the knob and take off. It's going to be a lifesaver for me because I'm scatterbrained a lot of times anyway. There she is, looking awesome. Look at the look of those bags on that bike. I think they look a lot better than the original bags. You can see how they sit higher on the bike, but I think it's a really good streamlined look. I love those 3 buckles. I just love the way they look. They're amazing. And I love my bike. They just made my bike look so much cleaner, like I said, much more streamlined. I don't know, they look kind of badass on there.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up, and I'm hoping that I gave you some information that will encourage you to go check out these bags at vikingbags.com. I really think you're going to love them. And I want to thank Kiara at Viking Bags for this opportunity. It's been wonderful working with you, and I highly recommend your company, and thank you so much. I love these bags.